we're fed up with your apologies.
Yeah.
We're fed up with your retraining and your de-escalation.
That's right.
It's time for change.
We don't have to say it.
A prominent group of Denver area ministers is calling for Aurora Police to fire the officers involved in an incident last week that's gained national attention. A family was forced to the ground and detained by officers with guns drawn after they mistook their car as being stolen. Leaders from the Greater Denver Ministerial Alliance spoke this afternoon alongside families who say they've been profiled by Aurora and Denver police officers. 9 News reporter Mark Salinger listened to their plea.
Good afternoon.
The backdrop was in Aurora City Hall, still battered from the recent protests.
And now here we are yet again.
There were no signs or helmets or riot police Saturday, but the calls for change echoed through Aurora.
Our police department is boarded up, our courthouse is boarded up, and the eyes of our city are boarded up.
Members of the Greater Denver Ministerial Alliance stood with families who say they've been profiled by police officers in Aurora and Denver. After weeks of protests over the death of Elijah McClain, the call for change grew louder. Saturday, the Alliance called for the officers involved in McClain's death, along with those involved in detaining a family after mistaking their car for being stolen, to be fired.
So we're here today to say this is not only intolerable, it's unacceptable, and we demand not just apologies. Apologies will not make up for what happened to these families.
It was not only police brutality, it was injustice.
Brittany Gilliam was forced to the ground by Aurora police officers along with her 4 children last Sunday. They had done nothing wrong when officers mistook their car for another vehicle out of state that was stolen. The department apologized and offered to pay for therapy.
All I hear at night is my kids' screams. 12 minutes of screaming. How do you shut that out? And you say therapy is going to help? I need more than just a little bit therapy. These kids need more than just a little bit therapy.
Aurora Police says Chief Vanessa Wilson has met with the Ministerial Alliance and is, quote, committed to continue to work with them and other community leaders to rebuild trust between the Aurora Police Department and the community, end quote. The Alliance says it wants change, starting with the officers involved in these incidents to be fired.
Your answer is going to have to change.
That's right.
Your solutions are going to have to change.
That's right.
And we're going to fight and stand here until it happens.
In Aurora, I'm Mark Salinger, 9 News.
18th Judicial District Attorney George Brockler is investigating whether officers should face criminal charges for handcuffing the family last weekend. Aurora Police Chief Vanessa Wilson said she welcomes this investigation. She's already ordered an internal affairs investigation of her own. The Ministerial Alliance says that they may soon call for a federal Justice Department investigation as well if they don't see change happening.